Alright guys, Richard in the shop. I think I finally figured out how to decently make these Molex connectors without having a nightmare of getting them in. And I think it's the difference between pinching versus shearing. So, you get a roll of the pins. They come on a roll and you cut them off, and invariably you wind up with little wings, right? See those little wings on the side of it? We want it to look like that. So you have to trim the wings off. I originally was doing it with a pair of wire cutters, which essentially pinch the wings off, and I never could get it really good. But using a pair of just crummy old shop scissors, and just kind of put them in, like you see how I'm doing right now, and it cuts it clean off. Let's see, get here in the middle and focus. And then I just turn it over, do it again on the same side. Yeah, no, it's kind of feels weird trying to get that stuff. All right, so when we're done, you get the wings are off, and it'll slide in the hole a lot easier. So hang on 2 seconds. I'm gonna crimp this bad boy, which, by the way, I found these guys, just a stupid knife is enough to gives you just enough. You want like maybe a millimeter. Just maybe a millimeter, and just for drill. So you notice on these connectors, let's turn you around. Okay, there we go. Come on, focus. You notice how there are two sets of wings. You got a wing in the back and then the wing in the middle. So when you put your wire in, what we actually want, go ahead and focus. You want the rear set of wings to grip on the conductor cover, and the inner wings to actually crimp on the conductor. And if you shove it in too far, it gets underneath the pin there, and it won't seat right when you go to put it in the Molex connector. Hang on, I'm gonna print this guy real quick. There's a quick video on crimping the Molex wire connectors. That's absolutely retarded the way they've done this. So there's this little fixture that pops off. You put the little crimp item in, and then it, through a magnet, holds it in place. So what I've done, when you go to line this stuff up, it's hard to know where the center is. So it's hard to see, but I took a little magic marker and drew a line using a Sharpie. And then thus, when you're aligning it into the hole, you're on TDC. And for the little pins I'm using, I'm crimping on A. Actually, the way this thing is set up is for a left-handed person. So I'm going to have to pull off this ledge and put it on the other side. It just doesn't make sense. To make things easy, because I have to hold the wire for both hands, it's just easier to put it in a vise and then just spin around, let it up. So hang on 2 seconds. So it's this little clamp on thing that sits on the shelf. I don't even know what to call this. That holds the pen. I mean, it's magnetized. So you just kind of open it up, and then there's a little teat on the inside that you want to push that all the way up against. And then what we want to do is take that, put it on the base, and it's going to zoink down on it, magnetism. Then you line it up right over the ridge. Come on, there we go. Zoom, focus, there we go. You see this thing's absolutely worthless. So once you get it in there, all the way in, you want to take your wire and put it in there and then crimp. Now I only have 2 hands, so hang on. And pull that. Okay, and now we've got it crimped. See, to the other trick that I found, if you don't do this, it's a pain. Is take the loop and push it down and get it all, and just get it, make sure that it clears the wire you just crimped in. If it does, you're good. And push it in, and I'll show you an example here shortly of how it will click in.